On Thursday, 5th May 2022, representatives of the Ministry of the Environment, Public Works, CREED and the contractor Jacques Gadecan embarked upon a walkthrough of rehabilitation works on the East Coast Road project. This project is believed to be government's largest road infrastructure project since the rehabilitation of the Oliver Libler Highway. The project represents another of government's promises to provide resilience in the road network in the eastern part of the country. The Ministry of Public Works is playing a key supporting role in the project, even if it's being spearheaded by the DVRP, which falls under the Ministry of the Environment.
Being on this walkthrough today, I am satisfied to a large extent with the implementation of the works so far. We obviously have interest as the ultimate authority on roads, being the Public Works Ministry. While we are not the one implementing the project at this time, we take great interest. So we have been very much involved from the start of this project when it was first conceptualized and even through implementation while we are not the lead.
The Climate Resilience Executing Agency CREED also plays a key role in this project.
Today what you're seeing is that most or all of the stakeholders coming together to ensure that we talk and we discuss and address various cross-cutting issues to ensure that we receive the project that was promised.
Recent heavy rains have created some challenges for those involved in the implementation of the project.
Last weekend we saw the effects of inclement weather, and there would be challenges with drivability along the road surface because of the phase of construction that we are in right now, doing the base and sub-base work. What you would have seen is that some of the road surface would have been eroded because it was not yet sealed. But there was certainly quick intervention on the part of the implementing authorities and the contractor to have that addressed and provide a passable and drivable condition for the road users. We have also taken keen interest in the excavation work that's happening along the slopes to address the various slope stabilization interventions. Because we're in the rainy season, you would have seen along the roadway that we would have small slides and rock falls. So we're looking at that. In the start of every project, we would have various investigations, subsurface investigations and soil investigations, and you would have various design assumptions as well. During the life of a project, we always have a responsibility to check that the assumptions made are what we are in fact encountering. So this is something that we are looking at and monitoring closely on walkthroughs like today to ensure that the slope stabilization efforts that were designed can actually work and withstand the weather conditions that we are experiencing. So we have made a few notes and suggestions, and I'm satisfied that consideration will be given to that.
The Minister says government has taken a responsible approach in the execution of this project.
The government takes very seriously the concerns of the public. This project is being done on behalf of the people of Dominica, the people of this area. With that being said, being the responsible government that we are, we ensure, like in every new project, every project that is implemented, we conduct environmental and social impact assessments. This was done for this project. The contractor also has a responsibility to submit his management plan for implementing this project. So again, part of our responsibility here today is to ensure that the decisions being taken, implementation of this project is being done in accordance with the environmental and social impact assessment, and to also ensure that the contractor is taking steps that are reasonable, that are responsible to safeguard the interests of the people, the interests of the project.
The East Coast Road goes through Castle Bruce and the Kalinago territory. It's not unusual for a project of this magnitude to encounter some challenges along the way, but Thursday's walkthrough was meant to assess those with a view to having them addressed.
As a responsible agencies of government, the Ministry of Environment and Public Works, we seek to be on the ground and to understand some of the issues that may arise. And so we are on this project here, and we've seen the works done by the contractor, Swatridam, who's on site also. and we are getting some advice also from the supervisory firm. So as we continue to develop the road network, we want to ensure that we deal with all of the issues that may arise. And some of these, we deal with land issues along the road. We also look at some of the access points, some of the issues with the center line and how do we navigate that. And so we're getting best advice so we could better appreciate and understand the work that has to be done. There's some serious leadership from the Ministry of Public Works, because as we know, it's the agency tasked with monitoring and assisting the government infrastructural development. And so I'm excited to partner with Honorable Casanay Laville and his team from Public Works to support the DVRP and to give guidance. And so it has been a collaborative effort.
The collaborative effort brings various government agencies and ministries together to address the road issues affecting the people of Castle Bruce, the Kalinago territory and Atkinson.
Because as we go along, we may unearth issues that need addressing, both from the social aspect and also from a strong technical perspective. And so we want to ensure that we have a holistic approach. And in layman's term, we want to take our eyes and boil our peas as we continue to develop a massive project. And we speak to $126 million. It's a big investment by the government and to rehabilitate a piece of road that's more than 40 years old. So we definitely expect issues. And as agencies of government, we want to make sure we're on top of the game and to ensure that we have a finished product that will be in tune with our move to being the first climate resilient country.
Any road project of this magnitude would naturally create excitement among residents of any rural community.
We are happy that the road works are progressing well in spite of challenges. As the public would have heard, we had some showers on the last weekend and the road was affected. But this morning, the objective of the exercise this morning is so that all stakeholders, we are meeting here together as a collaborative exercise, Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Public Works, CREED, and all those who are involved, so that we can all understand how far the project is, what the challenges are, and how we can address some of these challenges. As for me, I am happy to be here as the parliamentary representative, because we must not go on as if we know everything. So it gives me a chance now, when I hear certain terms that the Minister of Public Works is there, and you understand some of the terms that are the jargon of the engineering of the bridge and all of that, because we must not go on as if we know everything. When the Minister of Environment is there, there are other terms that are specifically used to describe certain things, although you know that's what it is, but when you hear the term, now you identify. So we are all here to learn from each other, to teach each other, and to be in touch with the contractors.
It's a highway which the constituency is looking forward to with great anticipation.
It's a work in progress. A lot has been done. A number of farmers receive money, and these monies, you can see farmers are putting it to good use. But you know, as we progress, there may be some things that we see that might alter the plans. And this morning we saw some places where we may want to do some small altering to enable things to run more smoothly. So I'm just happy to be here this morning with my colleagues. I thank Minister Laville and Minister Cozier. We are just happy to be there. It's a large crowd, but sometimes it's necessary, because you don't wait until things progress too far for you to have to do remediation work. Because this morning we saw something that we would have to incorporate. So I'm happy to be here. I want to thank the constituents for their patience. I know it has not been a smooth ride. It takes us half an hour from Castle Bruce to Tarish Street. But as I say to them, let us just hope that all of us will be there to enjoy that highway when it is finished.
And while the rainy season is expected to present some challenges for the project, it is anticipated that the first leg will be completed within the next 2 months. Mitigating measures will be taken to ensure the project advances in a timely manner.